Hello, welcome back. I am here with the second part to What If Izuku was Natsu, something like that. But he just got uh back home after being done with all the questions for his quirk and stuff. And he decides to go to bed early and blah whatever. After a few days, it, they were going. Aizawa said that they were going to be having another teacher teaching them today, and and of course, All Might comes running in, bashing open the door, saying, "I am walking in like a normal person," and everyone says is excited and is like, All Might's our hero teacher? And All Might tells everyone to calm down and uh, then says, t- this says everyone says, presses a button and says, now everyone put on your hero costumes and meet, uh, meet me in testing field, gamma, or testing city gamma, or something like that, whatever it was. And everyone puts on their hero costumes and heads over that way. And if you're wondering what Izuku's hero costume is, he's wearing Natsu outfit. This outfit. So, Izuku, as everyone's wondering what they're gonna be doing, and All Might starts explaining the heroes versus villains uh, test, and then he picks out the teams. And Izuku is on a team with Araka against Bakugo and Ida, and like canon. But unlike canon, Izuku says, "Okay, so here's the plan." I'm talking to Araka, so here's the plan. I'm gonna use my firepower to bust my way to the top floor from the outside. And you can be a distraction. And Araka says, are you sure? And Izuku says, yeah, it'll totally work. If it doesn't, I'll just have to beat their butts. And uh, All Might says, okay, heroes can start now. Izuku immediately uses his flames to boost himself up all the way to the top floor, busting into the window. And this shocked everyone. And Izuku sees only Ida there because Bakugo was fast enough to try and go down the stairs to attack one of them. He was mainly targeting Izuku. And then Izuku said, "Huh, so your teammate left y'all behind? Oh, it's time to pick up the scraps." And he goes in straight towards Ida, using fire on his elbow to make give his punch a little more force. He punched and he managed to hit Ida. And this knocked Ida back a little bit, but and then Ida got into his villain acting and said, "Ha ha ha, hero, you can't defeat me that easily. Now, prepare to face my ultimate move." And Ida speedily, using reciprocal blows, tries to quickly kick Izuku. And Izuku would get hit by this because he's not. It's not like he can dodge at super speeds. Not saying Ida's so fast that he can, but whatever. Izuku just didn't have enough reaction time, and he gets kicked. But this barely affects Izuku. He says, and Izuku's deciding to play along with Ida's role playing thing. He says, "Huh, for all that uh talk about a special move, isn't that special. How about I show you my special move?" Izuku, knowing that if he did the Fire Dragon Roar, that he might end up killing Ida, decides to go for another punch. Now hear me, Izuku may not be the brightest, but he's got battle smarts. But Izuku goes for a punch at Ida, and Ida dodges, and Izuku gets a big smirk and says, "Ha, gotcha." And he manages to touch the bomb, or the paper mache bomb. And All Might declares the hero team wins. If you want to know what Araka was doing, Araka essentially was about to confront with Bakugo right before Izuku won the game for the hero team. And Izuku was declared the MVP for basically doing it himself. Was told he needs to be less reckless. And after that is the I've wait one sec. After that, Izuku and the rest of his class are told that they're going to be going to the USJ the next day. And they get all excited, saying, "The Universal Studios Japan?" Denki said, and Azura said, "No. Another, the other USJ." And that they will find out tomorrow. And the next day came as they were all told to get on the bus, and they all start talking about who they think the strongest is. And Izuku gets mentioned, and Izuku says, huh, uh, what would Izuku, I, one sec, I think Izuku says, wouldn't say I'm the strongest, but can definitely take any of you on. I can take any of you on any day. As he was giving a cheerful smile. And everyone, and after that, uh, it was to, they arrived at the USJ, and as soon as they got in, they were greeted by the Hero 13, explaining that quirks can also be dangerous if used incorrectly, and they will be practicing rescue training. And Araka was busy fangirling over uh, Hero 13, and all of a sudden Kirishima points out, "Cool, they even have fake villains here." And Izuku says, "No way, that's amazing. When do we get to fight them?" And then "Oh." Then Aizawa says, "Those aren't fake villains. 13, protect the kids and get them out of here." Izuku, still not being the brightest, thinks that this is a part of the test, a test or something, and decides to rush in straight at the villains down below the stairs, which have now pretty much covered the main area for the USJ. And he goes in punching, swinging and punching with flaming fists, beating up every villain in his way. Azora says, "What are you doing? You should be back with your classmates." As then, all of a sudden, all these other classmates start to get teleported to places all over the USJ. And after Zuko gets finished up with most of the villains on his side, says, "I'll be right back." And he instantly uh, jumps off to try and manages to jump into the water right outside the boat where Suyasui and Minoru Mineta is. And Suyu helps him get up and says, "What are you doing here?" Zuko says, "I came to help you out with your situation." And then Izuku not feel starts not feeling too well, noticing he's on a boat. Yep, as you guessed it, he still has motion sickness. as the boat was swaying back and forth from the simulated waves that were still going. Izuku quickly hopped off the boat, instantly feeling better, and says, "Huh, hmm." Thinking of what he's gonna do since he has fire quirk and he's in the middle of water. Then, then he just him still not being too bright. Is like, I'll just boil the water, and he's that actually starts to manage to do it. So as the villains start to get close to him, they start getting burnt, and as they do, they some of them when some of them finally get up to Zuko, just pretty much knocks them all out best he can. After that, being kind of tired from literally fighting in water with a fire quirk, having to push the fire harder just to do something. So Suyuasi jumps off and uses her tongue to pull Zuko back onto land, along with Gin Mineta, and they return to see Zuko return back to to see that Izawa is about to be hit by a no a weird bird creature, and Shigaraki he just ordered it to attack Aizawa, and Zuko uh not wanting to see his someone he considers um like a friend or something like that, but basically doesn't want to see Aizawa get hurt, so he instantly rushes in with no regard for his own safety or well being and goes straight for a punches the Nomu in the head, which does almost nothing. And Shigaraki starts laughing and then says, "You think you can do anything to my Nomu? It has shock absorption, super strength, and hyper regeneration. Not even All Might could defeat it. Its meant it was main purpose is to defeat All Might." And Izuku says, "So that means I'll just have to hit it harder." And this kind of pisses off Shigaraki, seeing how he was acting. Uh, Izuku was acting so cocky and ordered Nomo to attack the green-haired boy. And Izuku instantly just kept trying to punch Denomu harder and harder, and getting knocked back And in all that commotion, the pro heroes finally arrive, and they were and All Might jumps into fray against the Nomu, and Shigaraki instantly says, "Nomu, forget about the kid. There's our main target. Kill All Might." And the Nomu instantly changes its gaze from Mizuku straight to All Might and goes in with a barrage of attacks, trying to defeat All Might. And All Might and the Nomu are trading blow for blow. And this is slowly wearing down All Might. The Izuku uh, just remembers something. He remembers that that he carried with him some flame, like flammable paper and a match, like some really flammable paper that would burst out into big, humongous flames, and a match, and he lights the match and lights the special paper on fire, and it produces a big flame, and he swallows the flame whole, saying he's then he says now he's got a fire in his belly, and he says, "Hey, All Might, get out of my way, or you might get hurt." And All Might says, you should hang back, let the pros handle it." And Izuku instantly, just being the knucklehead he is, pushes the All Might out of the way, pushing him back, and then immediately does the fire dragon roar, pretty much burning the Nomu to ash. As there was pretty much nothing left of it, it couldn't regenerate, and Izuku chuckled and says, "See, told you to get back and let me handle it. Should have listened for had I go and push you out of the way." And and then Shigaraki, right after seeing his gnome will be defeated so easily, says, "He's cheating, he's cheating, he's cheating." And basically having a mental breakdown, and Izuku says, "Oh, so you're the boss. So that means if I beat you up, this all stops." That will be fun. And Izuku instantly rushes off towards Shigaraki, but Kirigiri, seeing that Izuku is pretty much about to almost uh, defeat his master, he teleports Shigaraki and himself out of there that before he could get to him. And Izuku says, "Damn it, I really wanted to fight that guy." And to Izuku, him still being stupid as he is, not super, super, super stupid, he just now realizes and turn walks over to or said, "Wait, this isn't this isn't a test?" And Zoro says, "Wait, what?" And Zuko, after that, Zuko getting clear, getting it cleared up that it wasn't a test. Everyone was, no one was hurt too badly or anything because Zuko managed to defeat the Nomu so easily before anyone had the chance to be super injured. It was all just pretty much almost swept under the rug. But they were still given a couple of days for a break. And I'm going to pause this right here, right now. Okay, now I'm back to continue it. Is and this is where is all of them go over to the shopping district, basically that one where apparently uh Shigaraki comes around, but they all go shopping and Naraka and Izuku are left, and Naraka says she's going to go get something and she'll be right back. And Izuku sits there, uh, basically in sandals and basically a jacket with a winter scarf on. And, Shigaraki comes from behind him, putting his hand, all but one finger of his hand, on Izuku's neck and threatening Izuku, saying, just asking whatever he did in the original. And Izuku being super, you didn't have to friend me to ask a question, buddy. And Suzuku instantly, without Shigaraki realizing it, get out of Shigaraki's grip, says, and basically answers him. And Araka comes around and says, "Oh, who's this?" And Izuku says, "It's just a guy who came to ask me something." And Izuku, still being the stupid person he is, no one else really got to see Shigaraki's face, so they don't know who it is. And Izuku's literally keeping Shigaraki there by holding his back in that whole buddy grab the back of your buddy's, you know what I mean. His hand on Shigaraki's back and pretty much keeping him there and says, "Oh, I never asked you, well, what's your name?" And Shigaraki says, it's not important, but I can see you're busy. Have a good day." And Shigaraki gets away without Izuku noticing, because Izuku isn't the best at recognizing. But that is where I will cough. But okay. See you in the next video, or what if? Yay.